Now let's get into all the things that hate like WTF, even though that was WTF in itself, because the streets have definitely been a raging. The viral video of the bear, the black bear interrupting a family picnic in Mexico and ate all of their food. The bear was just standing on the table. Looked like a grandma was like holding a baby face so close to her chest. And the bear was just chomping on their food and then proceeded to chomp on the food in the baby's ear. The audacity of the bear, WTF. Then I seen this Nebraska homecoming invitation. Y'all not going to believe what this homecoming invitation said. If I was Black, I will be picking cotton, but I'm white, so I'm picking you for homecoming. WTF. Are they serious? Are they serious? This is not adults. These are kids who have that type of thought process to think that that's okay. That's nowhere near funny or clever. That's just foul. More foulness. In 2 Canadian cities, there are whites-only posters that advertise a social group where, quote, European children can escape forced diversity. You gotta be kidding me, WTF. Here's what the poster says. Are you looking for somewhere your children can play with others that look like them? Are they tired of being a minority in their schools or daycares? Escape forced diversity and join other proud parents of European children as we create an atmosphere in which our kids can feel like they belong. Invest in your child's sense of well-being and racial identity by giving them the gift of time spent among their own people because they deserve it. Are they serious right now? Are they serious? A social group where European children can escape forced diversity. WTF. Apparently, now this is just bewildering. In Ohio, in the month of September, nearly 50 children have gone missing. This should be a state of emergency. This should be all over the news. I don't know why it's not. What's going on in Cleveland, Ohio, where children are just going missing by the tons? President Biden's dog may know something that we don't know. I believe that dogs are a good judge of character. So I don't know. Reports are President Biden's younger dog, Commander, has bitten another Secret Service agent at the White House. This is apparently the 11th known biting incident involving Commander. Clearly, Commander is not rocking with these Secret Service agents to the point where he biting them. He don't trust him at all. And I don't know, he might be on something. Speaking of law enforcement, government agents, a Pennsylvania state trooper was arrested for allegedly having his ex-girlfriend illegally committed to a psych ward. How he had committed to the psych ward is he showed text messages that tried to make it seem like she was threatening suicide, when in fact, he was leaving out the full context of these messages. When the lady was in the psych ward, they said that she didn't display any signs of being suicidal. This is what we're doing. He used government resources to get somebody put in a psych ward. because you just didn't like the way things was going with y'all and y'all entanglement. WTF, that's just foul. Chris Brown has been hit with a $2 million lawsuit over an unpaid Popeyes chicken loan. Now, when this first hit social media, there was a whole bunch of jokes. Cause like, what do you mean a unpaid lawsuit over Popeyes chicken? Like he asked for a loan to get some Popeyes chicken? I'm confused. So I had to click on this article and read it. What this really about is that Chris Brown and some other musical artists took out a loan to purchase two Popeyes restaurants, and they allegedly have not paid that loan back. But still, just the headline in itself, WTF. Kanye, or shall I say yay? Kanye is reportedly breaking Italian anti-terror laws by wearing a face mask. You know, Kanye always walk around with this mask on. He's been in Italy. So apparently he's breaking their anti-terror laws. They also say he's been investigated for an alleged indecent exposure incident. Y'all remember that viral video when it seemed like he was getting some oral sex or some head on the boat, on the yacht. Yeah, so that's what they're talking about. I will say, from watching the video, his whole butt cheeks were out, and just where his wife looked like she was on her knees. It definitely seemed like that he was, wowzers. Clap it up for a good WTF moment. The Biden administration is taking the first steps toward removing medical bills from people's credit scores. Clap it up for that. And one day we're going to talk about how credit score rating has not even been around for 50 years. This is something that is fairly new. New York Times reporter then got caught lying. In my opinion, he was lying. Ain't no exaggerating. Ain't no hyperbole. No, sir. You were lying. So a New York Times reporter put out a tweet that went viral that said, "This meal just cost me $78 at Newark Airport. This is why Americans think that the economy is terrible." When people see this, a lot of people just call BS right away. Like, ain't no way that what he really posted really cost $78. Which not only cost, because these social media detectives, not only did people find the restaurant, the owner of the restaurant spoke out and said, it's not true. This is in fact what he ordered, and a large portion of his bill was spent on alcohol, not just this food that he put in this photo. He wasn't knowing to say, like, okay, maybe he shouldn't tweet. Sir, you lied. Let's not try to walk around this here and try to make it something that is not to exaggerate it, not it was jokes. You straight up lied and tried to make this restaurant look bad. Sad part is you're a journalist or a reporter, which you would think that you have some type of morals or ethics, which won't make people want to question everything that you've written or wrote because you got caught not being truthful. WTF.